what are you going to do in order to get this lead magnet out to the public? You're going to create a landing page. There's several companies that allow landing pages, and some of them have a whole lot more added to their platform. MailChimp is one of them. MailerLite, I mentioned to you before that that's one of my favorites. With MailerLite, you not only can have a landing page, you can also have a website, and it is also a mailing service. So is MailChimp. All of these are mailing services, by the way. Excuse me, no, they're not. I don't think Wix is, but everything else, Wix and Web and WordPress are not mailing services. Most of these on here are mailing services so that you can house your mailing list as well as create a landing page, okay? You can use Builderall, Leadpages, Unbounce, Wix, Aweber, Kartra, and of course, a WordPress site. There are many, many, many others out there. These are just some of the top ones that I researched and asked. I looked on Google to find out, okay, what are your better landing page places? And this is part of the list that came up. There were some more, but I hadn't dealt with any of them before, so I didn't include them in this particular page. I'm going to switch my screen and show you specifically how to do a landing page on MailerLite. Okay, that's the one I'm trying to think of. Okay, so I am going to do a new share. I'm gonna pick up, let's see, I am looking for MailerLite. And here I am. Okay, now if you do not have a MailerLite account already, that means that you're going to have to sign up for one. Now they do have a free service, and you can still do either a landing page or a complete website using just the free service. I believe the billing starts at about $10 a month, okay? So once you've signed on and you have an account there, you're gonna see this, all of this down here that you see at the bottom, that will be blank for you because you will be a new customer. I'm gonna go through this kind of fast because I did time this earlier and it took more than an hour to go through the entire process. So I'm trying to shorten it so that you're not tired watching this entire video, okay? Let's see, so across the top, let me show you what we have. We have our dashboard, we have our campaigns, subscribers, forms, sites, automation, okay? These are the things that you'll be working with for the most part. However, I want to bring to your attention the word forms is not what you're thinking in terms of a landing page, because on a form, that's something that would probably be added to something you already have in existence, like on a web page or website you already have. So for site, that is where you're going to create your landing page. So I'm going to click sites, and at the top of the page, and again, like I said, your middle bottom part will be blank if you are a brand new MailerLite customer. You're going to go to, in the upper right-hand corner, big orange button says create a landing page. If you were to click the drop-down menu, the drop-down arrow here, notice it does say that you could also create a website. We're not creating a website, we're creating a landing page today. When we start this, you want to give your new landing page a name. You got to give it a name that you're going to remember, okay? The name, I have a lead magnet that I've already created. It's called 20 things that you will need for a, or something like that. 20 things you need to create a course, okay? So when I create my landing page name, this is internal, no one sees this but me, but I'm going to give it a name that is going to be similar to the name that I put on everything else associated with this particular flow. There's got to be a landing page. There has got to be a place for, that's where the person is going to put in their name and email address. There's going to be a thank you page, and there will be an email sent out that will have that particular lead magnet link in it. So the way your customer or prospective customer gets the lead magnet is there will be a link in the email. So it is the email that is going to be sent to your prospective client. Now that email automatically goes out. It gets triggered immediately after a person completes the landing page name and email information. It doesn't wait until they get off of the thank you page. They can be sitting on that thank you page for 10 hours. It's when they actually click submit from the email and name page. All right. So I'm going to name this 20 things for course creators. Once I give it a name, you click save and continue. And once this saves, what is it going to do? It's going to open up to a list of any groups that you have already established on MailerLite. Now, again, you're brand new to this. This will all be blank. So you're going to create a brand new group. Again, over here on the right-hand side, it says add new group. So that's what you will click. So once you decide you're going to add a new group, it's going to ask you for a group name. Now, remember, the name of my lead magnet is 20 Things for Course Creators. I'm going to name my group 20 Things for Course Creators. Of course, I'm not typing, right? Oh, that just disappeared. What happened to it? Okay, there we go. Create. So now it's here and it's listed up top. Now what happens as you add additional groups, all the groups are going to be in alphabetical order, but if the group name starts with a number, it goes up top. That's why it's up here. So I'm going to put a check mark in the box next to this is the group I want to deal with when I'm using this particular landing page, okay? It says save and continue. So now I have told MailerLite that I would like to create a landing page. I've told them if anybody joins this landing page or completes this landing page, they're going to be assigned to a group. That's what the group is about. Where is that person going to be assigned as soon as they click submit with their name and email address? So this is what starts your email list. You now have a person's name, you have your email, and now you have that person assigned to a particular group. So the next page MailerLite sends you to, though, is for you to choose a template. Now, you can play with this when you have some time, but right now I'm going to show you at the bottom, it says there's 44 different templates. You can narrow it down. So if you want any particular type of template, like for something that deals with art, something that deals with food, okay, it has a lot of different subject matters. If it's about the holidays, if it's about business, or you can just look at all the templates. It doesn't really matter sometimes when you're looking at this, because for me, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to select a template. I use number 2 often because just because it's there. It's different from the book one, but it's the very first one that has everything that I need. However, for this tutorial and this training, I'm not going to go over how to fix and change the existing templates. Just so you know, pretty much all of the mailing services or companies out there that allow or provide for landing pages, they all have templates for you to choose from. They all have a way for you to change the color, the font size. You can add and remove pictures. You can do pretty much anything on that landing page. So it doesn't matter which platforms, they all have that capability. Some are easier to use than others, I will admit that. MailerLite is one of the simpler ones, and so is MailChimp, by the way, but I'm kind of gotten away from MailChimp simply because there's things that they do that really don't serve my purpose and my client's purpose. So now this has this is not fully populated yet, but as you can see, things are coming on board. The different sections. This is actually a very long page, landing page. For today's training, what I'm going to do though, now you can, let me just show you a few things that you can do. If you wanted to work with a template, you can simply come into that template and this is where you make your changes. Okay, you click in, there's usually a pencil in the upper right-hand corner of any block or box, and you can simply use that to make edits, okay? So if this is the section you want to edit, you don't want it to say features, go to this and you can change that. Any of these things, you've got an edit pencil, you use that to make changes. However, I don't want to make a whole bunch of changes. I want to start from scratch. So in the upper right-hand corner, it says actions. I'm going to click this downward arrow and it says, I could save this as a template if I liked it. I don't like it. I'm going to remove all of the content blocks. So basically, I'm going to start from scratch. Now, what MailerLite, and I'm just going to type in remove, and then I click remove here, and they're going to remove all of the blocks. So I'm basically starting from scratch, except for this bottom block, because this is mandatory. You have to let any email subscriber know your name and address. This part is in this mandatory section, but this part is not mandatory. You do not have to have your social media icons. I'm going to remove that in a few minutes, but for now, I want to show you this. It does have the heading up here though, with some navigation, home, features, product, contact us. You do not want any type of navigation on your landing page. A lot of people ask, what's the difference between a landing page and a website? The main difference between a landing page and a website is landing pages do not have any navigation. And the reason for that is if you are looking for people to be added to your email list, you want them to come to your landing page and do nothing more than put in their name, email, and click submit. If they have all of this other stuff up here, they've got the home key, they've got the features. Let me see what other products this person's got. No, you don't want them to go off on a tangent. You want them to stay right there. So our first order of business, I'm going to click the little pencil that tells me I can edit this section. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to just start removing things, okay? So on the right-hand side is where you make the moves to change things. So you're going to have to scroll down just a little bit and it tells you this is the navigation. I've got a home key up there. Don't want it. Again, you've got an edit pencil and you have a trash can. This is where you do all your deleting. So if I click that little trash can, you notice home is gone. I'm on features now. Click the trash can. Features is gone. Product, click the trash can where products is gone. Now the word contact us is still up there. Not happy with that. So I'm going to scroll down some more. I'm going to find the button. Here's the word button. That's what it's referring to. This button up here, it says contact us. The way to get rid of that is you simply delete the wording and that removes the contact button. So the only thing up here now is my little logo. I could delete that too if I wanted to, but I'm going to just leave that there for now. And whenever you click save, that brings the blocks box back to you. All right. I've got the settings and I've got the blocks. Well, since nothing else is out here, I don't need to do anything on the settings, but I do need to look at blocks. Now, what a block is, it is the thing that I can put inside my landing page. I can put things like text, an image. I could put, well, read this. Oh, an image carousel. That's a couple of few pictures where they just go around in a circle and you have 1, 2, 3, 4 different pictures and they go around again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I could do a video. A lot of people on their landing pages, they want to do a video. You can do like a 1 or 2 minute video. The video on your landing page cannot be that long, 2 minutes at the most, all right? So these are the blocks I can put inside my landing page. So only thing I really want right now is a text box, okay? And it says here, start writing. I'm not gonna start writing yet because there's one more thing I want, and that is a form. So down here where it says forms, I can put a contact form or a sign up form. So what I want is the sign up form. And so that goes underneath my typing, my text box. Did that go in there? There we go. All right. Okay. Okay, I just put the wrong thing in there. Let me go back. I can always delete. Remember, everything up here after the edit button, there's a duplicate button if I want 2 of them, and remove. Okay, I don't know what I clicked. Oh, I hit the table by mistake. I was trying to do sign up form. Sign up form, here we go. Sign up form goes here. So I have a sign up form and I have the text form. And I'm ready to start typing. So let's say I'm going to ask people to sign up for my 20 things. Let me get the caps lock off. 20 things for course creation. And then I want to tell them, grab your guide now. I could add some more description. I don't want to. One thing about once you create or type something in, you're going to have to use it like it's a Word document, okay? You just simply highlight whatever it is you want to change, and all of a sudden, an editing box comes up where you can do pretty much the same thing you do on any Word document. Underline, you can make it bold, you can change the font color, font size, you can align it center, and I'm gonna start with aligning it center. Right now it's aligned left, align it in the center. The next thing I wanna do is change the size. This is definitely way too small, and I probably want to bold this. If you can play around with this, if you like, I also like to do color. One of my colors obviously is purple. So now I've got this bold print, 20 things for course creation, grab your guide now. If I want a description, I would probably add, go to another text box, only because if I try to change my description to something like small print, because I don't want it the same size as my header or headline, I'm going to need a new text box for that, because this won't let me change half of the font like this. I can't change that to something small and everything else is large. All right, so that's done, but I'm not going to do a description. I want to just finish this up and go make sure that we go get everything done. All right, email and subscribe. This is what I want to edit next. So I'm going to go into this box, click that little edit button, and I'm on the sign up form, and I'm going to skip content is fine. The form itself it needs some help. All right. First of all, the button text says subscribe. I'm not subscribing to anything. I want them to grab your guide. And I can add now as well. This tells me button action. Where do I want the person to go once they click that? What action should happen? If they click this button, they're going to go to what's called a success page. It's up here at the top, and you can use that. That's basically a thank you page. And you can use this button here, the success page link, to edit the actual success page or your thank you page. Now, one other thing you could do if you don't want them to go to just the thank you page, maybe you have a website you'd like them to go to. You would choose the drop-down menu and you would redirect them to a particular URL. All right. Let's see. Sorry, sometimes it's hard to see this. All right, so now my button fixed. It's not my colors, but I'm going to show you in a minute how to change the color. I do want it to go to the success page. I don't want it redirected. But now the fields are wrong. I only have email. I need an email and a name. So down here it says add a field, and that's what I'm going to add, the name. Okay. So when I do email and name, the only problem here is name is not at the top. I like my name to be at the top. So over here on the left side of the word name, all you do is grab it and drag it. It comes above the word email. Now, as I mentioned before, I took a class where a gentleman was telling me about how adding a phone number really helps your open email rate. So I'm going to add another field. And in this one, I'm not going to use, this is asking about last name. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to click the drop down menu and go look for what I want. Label. The label I want is not last name, but phone. All right, so the field is for phone, and this is automatically checked. This field is required, so you need to make sure you uncheck it. People have a tendency to just drop off of your landing page if it's too long, if you're asking for too much information, and sometimes asking for a phone number is a bit too much. And so don't make it mandatory, make it optional. All right, I'm going to save these changes, click save. And again, I've got everything I need for my landing page except the color. So I'm going to go to settings. I can scroll down to where it says call to action button. All you have to do is click on the color. It opens up another window. Oops. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Let me try that. And here we go. All right, color of the button, I always want it to be purple. And this is normal button. You know when you go on a button, you hover over it, it changes colors. Well, that's up here, and I'm gonna click hover. So I want my hover color to change as well. Down here, it's none of these major colors. I have to go to more colors. And I click something I've used before, which is a pink. Now I can save it. And now when I hover, my colors, okay? You can change the background color. There's a lot of things over here. We go into more detail on exactly what all you can do inside MailNI in my signature course, courses that soar. But for now, I want to get through everything to make sure that you know how to get the landing page up and running. We're going to click, I can't click save yet. It says it's please wait. We're going to get through our success page. That's going to just say thank you. We're going to go through that in detail, but I do want to show you exactly how your client is going to get this lead magnet that you have created. Okay. All right, now this is saying I'm done. It says I can save and publish it. Once I save and publish, unfortunately, it took me away from my success page, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. Once I click save and publish, it's going to give me a URL. That is a link that I can use in, let's say, a Facebook post, Instagram post, something that says, hey guys, click here. You can get this freebie. It's 20 things that you're gonna need to create a course. So here's the link right here. It's gonna start off with the word subscribe page, and you can get that changed. You can use your own domain. I just haven't done it yet. And it gives you this weird code because there's probably hundreds of thousands of users, or at least hundreds of thousands of landing pages out there, okay? So I personally don't like this because then I can't find it if I have all these different funny codes on my landing page. So I always change the name. So you can type in here, and I know this is going to be called 20 things for course creation. and I'm actually going to change that to the number 4 because I've done this as a sample a couple of times and I think I've got that already used. So I'm going to use 20 things for course creation. Obviously, there's a lot of other things on this piece you can use. You can create a title. I don't need a title for my page. You can put keywords in there to help you with search engine or optimization. Use a page description, but all I'm going to do is hit save and continue. And this will let me go on if in fact that name is not used. If it's being used by another landing page, it will let me know I can't use it, okay? So now I have my URL. I'm gonna copy it because I'm gonna use this URL when I create a Facebook post, all right?